Hello children, how are you? Today's video is about indicator. Look what I have in my hands. Yes, the indicator's name is litmus paper. Now there are two types of litmus paper. One is blue, as you can see, and one is red. And inside these you'll have the litmus paper. So this is the red one and this is the blue one. Now what is litmus paper? It is a paper which is dipped in the extract of a plant which is called lichens. Now this acts as an indicator. Now what do you understand by the term indicator? Indicator means that if you put this in an acidic or a basic solution, it will change its color. So if we take some of the physical properties. Now this is a vinegar. As I told you, I'll be using the household items. Now vinegar has an acid. Do you know the name of the acid? It's a mild acid. This is acetic acid. It has acetic acid. So this is a example of an acid. Now, and this I have NaOH pellets. I have NaOH pellets, and which I had soaked in water. I had dipped in water and I made it soluble. So this is the NaOH pellet and it is highly corrosive, so you should not touch it. You should not touch or you should not taste acid and base to differentiate them. You have to use the indicator. Now the physical properties of acid is that if you put blue litmus paper, so I have taken some of the acids from the vinegar and I put it in a spoon. Now this is a blue litmus paper and this is, I have a spoon with acid in it. Now when I put this in acid, it turned red. It turned red. This is an indicator that this is an acid. When you put the blue litmus paper, it turns red. So this is an example of an acid. Now we will take a base. For identifying base, we need a red litmus paper. So when I put, now this is a spoon in which I had put the NaOH dipped, made soluble in water. So this is a NaOH solution, and when I dip the red litmus paper in a base, you can see that the color has changed. So this is an example of a base. Red litmus paper in a base gives a blue coloration, and you can see that very well, the blue color. Alright, now I'll be solving one question with you, that in front of you, as you can see there are three glasses, right? There are three glasses. I'll remove each and everything, and in these three glasses, one is water, one is an acid, and one is a base. Now I don't know which one is acid and which one is base and which one is water. Suppose you are given only one litmus paper, that is the red litmus paper. How would you identify which one is an acid, which one is a base, and which one is water? Now for acid, in acid, just think, in acid what will happen to this red litmus paper, and in water what will happen to this red litmus paper. So I'll dip this in this glass number 1 towards my left side. So when I dip it, is there any change? No. Now next glass, I'll dip this in the next glass. Is there any change in the acid in the litmus paper? Is there any change? Alright, now I will dip it in the last, that is Now see the color change. That means this is the base, right? So I will shift this away because there has been, the red litmus paper has changed its color and it has become blue. So I will remove the glass. This has been identified as a base. Now with the same litmus paper, I don't know which one is acid and which one is water. So the same litmus paper, the blue portion, I'll dip it in water. When I dip it in water, the blue part remains blue. But when I will dip it in acid, the blue part will again change to red. That means this one is then acid and this is water. So there was one question in NCRT, in CBSE NCRT question, that if there are 3 glasses, one having water, one having acid and one having base, and you are given one litmus paper, how would you identify which is what? Now I will do another experiment with blue litmus paper. So these 3 glasses, I will just mix it here and there, and I'll put it here and there, and I myself don't know which glass is which, right? Now I will do the same experiment but only with one litmus paper, that is the blue litmus paper. So let me take one leaf of the blue litmus paper. Now this will turn in acid, it will turn red. Okay, so first I put it here. There is no change in color. That means this can be a base and this can be water also. Again, there is no change in color. So this can be water or this can be base. Now here there has been a color change. So this one is an acid. Right now it has changed red. Now again I dip it in the remaining glasses. This has shown no color change. This can be water. And let me put it in base. Yes, it has shown change in color. So this one is the base. So, and this is the water. So with one litmus paper, whether you are given red or blue, you can differentiate between water, acid and base. So this is a very simple experiment, and don't think that this experiment is only for the class higher classes. This piece of information can be for all students ranging from a junior level to the senior level. These are all very basic experiment, basic things which one should know. That litmus paper, it is a paper which is in which extracts of lichen, a plant called lichen, it gives out the dye, a kind of a dye. So the paper is dipped in that dye, and in this way litmus paper is made. And the physical properties of acid says that acids, blue litmus paper turns red in acids and red litmus paper turns blue in base. Alright, so with one litmus paper you can do it. If you have red litmus paper, then in base it will show blue color. Again, when that blue color you put it in the acid, it will turn red. So you can just exchange it between acid and base with one litmus paper, and you can understand that. But in water there will be no change. Blue litmus paper will remain blue and red litmus paper will remain red. But it is not the case with acids and bases. In bases, red litmus will turn blue and blue litmus will turn red. So which turned red earlier will again turn blue in base, and which turned blue in base will again turn red in acids. These are the things which you should remember. So with one litmus paper you can test all these three, and you can segregate which one is water and which one is acid and which one is base. I hope I am clear. Thank you so much.